Hello friends, welcome to our digital blogger. Today we are going to compare angel broking with Kotak Securities. Both are mainstream full service stock brokers. In this comparison, we'll be checking out the company backgrounds, account opening charges, brokerage, research, exposure or leverage they offer across segments, trading platforms. Specifically, we'll be talking about the mobile apps performance and some other features to help you out which particular stockbroker is a better choice for you. So let's get started. Starting from the company backgrounds, angel broking started in the year 1987. Kotak Securities saw its first light of the day in 1994. Angel broking today has a presence of more than 8,000 sub-brokers and franchise networks across the country. If we just look at the franchise, then it's a 900 number. Otherwise, including sub-brokers, the number exceeds 8,000. Kotak Securities has a range of 1,200 branches in India. As far as exchanges are concerned, angel broking has membership with BSE, NSE and commodities exchanges in the country, while Kotak Securities remains the member of BSE and NSE. If we talk about account opening charges, in case you're looking to open an account with them, angel broking charges nothing to open an account, either trading or demat. Kotak Securities, however, charges you 750 rupees for the trading account. There are no charges for the demat account. When it comes to maintenance charges though, trading account is maintained at 450 rupees in case of angel broking, while in case of Kotak Securities, that number is 600 for the demat account. So at the level of account opening, Kotak Securities is relatively expensive, as well as if we go over the maintenance of the account. Moving on to the brokerage part. Now this is a little complicated. Both are full service stock brokers. We need to understand different pricing plans coming from both the stock brokers here. We'll start with angel broking. You see there's a range of 0.16% to 0.40. It really depends on the kind of initial deposit you put in. We'll have a look about it in detail. So we are using ourdigitalblogger.com for reference here. Angel broking has 4 plans for its brokerage: Angel Classic, Preferred, Premier and Elite. It really depends on the kind of initial deposit you put in. So if you have a deposit of let's say 10,000, you go into the classic plan at a brokerage of 0.4% for delivery. Similarly, for 25,000 at a preferred level, you get a brokerage of 0.28. At premier level, where you need to pay 50,000 rupees as initial deposit, you get the brokerage of 0.22, and it goes as low as 0.16% for an initial deposit of 1 lakh or more. So it really comes to the point of how exactly you are starting, with what trading capital you are putting off in the market. Now moving on to Kotak Securities now. So this is the Kotak Securities page at ourdigitalblogger.com. The fixed brokerage plan is at 0.49% for delivery, but there is a dynamic plan as well that also depends on the margin money, as we discussed for angel broking. So it really starts from 1 lakh. So anything which is below 1 lakh needs to be given at a brokerage of 0.59%. If we go down the line, if we're putting in an initial deposit of 1 to 5 lakh, then you get the brokerage of 0.55. So if you are going with in the excess of 50 lakh rupees, that is where your brokerage is 0.3%. So looking at the plans here, comparatively angel broking looks much cheaper, simply because the kind of initial deposit Kotak Securities expects from its customer is really high, and the kind of brokerage it gives against that particular initial deposit is not that attractive either. Moving on, let's talk about exposure or leverage now. For people who don't understand the concept of exposure, it's basically a loan provided by your stockbroker based on your trading capital and behavior. So in case you have 10,000 rupees in your trading account balance, with angel broking you can place trades up to 1 lakh rupees for intraday, because the exposure is at 10 times for intraday. Similarly, for Kotak Securities, the value is 15 times. So this is relatively higher than angel broking. Otherwise, in other segments, it's pretty much a similar number. It really depends on the kind of preferences you have for the trading segments. If you're looking for relatively high exposure, go for Kotak Securities. Otherwise, angel broking seems fine as well. Moving ahead, now talk about customer service, which is one of the aspects a full service stockbroker provides really well. If you talk about different communication channels here, Kotak Securities provides you email, live chat, phone, toll-free number, offline branches. Angel Broking as of now does not really have a toll-free number for its clients. This is really strange. Being a full-service stockbroker, a lot of other brokers do provide toll-free numbers to their clients, but Angel Broking really doesn't have that yet. If we talk about the kind of quality of resolution, again, Kotak Securities is a tad better than Angel Broking. Also, we are talking about the turnaround time, where the kind of time a particular customer executive takes to solve your problem is also taken into consideration while ranking it. So from customer service perspective, Kotak Securities is a marginal better sort of stockbroker than Angel Broking. If we talk about research and trading products, not much of a difference here. Both are full service stockbrokers. Both provide you reports, recommendations, tips, analysis. What kind of stuff that you want for your technical and fundamental analysis is provided regularly by both these stockbrokers. In terms of trading segments, you can invest across equity, mutual funds, IPOs, currency, commodities, ETFs, bonds, you name it. They sort of have it in their store for you. Moving on, let's talk about some other features that can help you out in figuring out which of these two is a better choice for you potentially. Now, Kotak Securities, being a full service stockbroker coming from a bank as well, gives you a provision of 3-in-1 account, which Angel Broking cannot. A 3-in-1 account makes life much easier by linking your bank account with your trading account, and whatever fund transfer has to be done happens automatically. You don't need to do it manually, like in case of mainstream full service stockbrokers such as Angel Broking or discount brokers. So Kotak Securities does have that particular advantage when it comes to convenience. Otherwise, they are pretty much similar. If you look at the comparisons here, more or less they are on the similar lines. Now we'll spend some time on talking about the trading platforms, specifically about their mobile app first. Using Google Play Store for reference here, let's talk about Angel Broking's mobile app first. If we talk about the numbers, it's rated at 3.8, marginally less than the industry average. About 4,300 users have rated this app, and out of those users, around 23-24% users have rated this app at either 1 or 2. It's a worrying number. Generally, at a satisfaction score of around 90% or high gives you a lot of confidence. In case of Angel Broking, it's around 77%. Now, talking about some of the feedback we got from the user interviews, the app has some negatives when it comes to loading of charting features. If you want to do technical fundamental analysis, you might face some issues. There were concerns coming from third tier or fourth tier cities who are using lower internet connection. So if you are coming from those areas, or you are using a lower internet connection bandwidth, then you might face some issue in connectivity with the app. The app definitely looks user-friendly. When it comes to screen, the design is simple, the design is good. So overall user experience will be decent, but there are some concerns that we have discussed with you. If we look at the stats here, the last update on the app was done on March 27, 2017, which is like 10 days from the time we are recording the video. The general frequency update cycle for Angel Broking is around 3 to 4 weeks, which is again good. As far as number of installs is concerned, the app has been installed by 1 to 5 lakh people till now. So it definitely has a lot to improve by time, but we are assuming that Angel Broking will certainly come up with number of updates. As of now, the rating doesn't look really good, nor does the feedback coming from the clients. Talking about Kotak Securities mobile app, it is called Kotak Stock Trader. It's been rated at 4.0, better than Angel Broking and definitely better than industry average by around 9,700 users. The app has been rated negatively by around 15% users. Some of the negatives in case of Kotak Stock Trader around the features are limited in nature. If you want to do some advanced analysis through circuit breakers, EPS, book values, you won't be able to find those features as of now. It's also tough to use at lower internet connection, like in case of Angel Broking, and it certainly has the frequency cycle is something which certainly needs some improvement. The last update was done around 4 months back, which is a concern. It has also been installed by 1 to 5 lakh people, like in case of Angel Broking. So the only major worry that we're thinking of right now is that the update frequency cycle is an area that they can work on. Otherwise, this is a good app for beginners especially. It's got a better UI, it's got overall user experience is also decent, and the charting and the technical analysis is good too. Talking about other trading platforms, both Angel Broking and Kotak Securities provide a range of applications, be it web-based application or terminal softwares. Angel Broking has Angel Broking Web or Angel I. They've also got Speed Pro that can be downloaded and installed onto your desktop and laptop. Kotak Securities, on the other hand, gives a similar range at Keat Pro X. They've got Fastlane and Extra Light as other applications. So in terms of picking one of these, you really can make any of the choices. The only stark difference between the two is the mobile apps, where Kotak Securities scores marginally better than Angel Broking. So this is it as far the comparison between Angel and Kotak Securities is concerned. In case you want to have a discussion, you want to open an account with a particular stockbroker that suits your preferences, you can check out this link, ourdigitalogbroker.com/free callback broker choice. We will put this link in the description of the video. You can provide your details here, and we will set up few callbacks for you as per your preferences. This is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching it. We hope you liked it. In case you did, please go and press the thumbs up button. We'll really appreciate that. You can also subscribe to our channel, Our Digital Blogger, for similar videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching the video again. Bye-bye.